What to do? I'm Mefesto. Today another Wi-Fi battle. Except it's not a Wi-Fi battle, it is a Showdown live. I'm gonna be doing Wi-Fi soon as well, actually. I didn't know how to use PK hacks and to do all that stuff. But apparently, some of my friends offered me help, so soon we'll have some teams to use. You know what I will use today? This is not the team that we used on stream. By the way, you should definitely follow my Twitch. We've been getting a bit more people lately involved in the stream. It's actually a lot of fun. We're doing some cool stuff there, and today I will be using a team that has been given to me by my boy Otis. I met Otis through Shofu's server voice chat or whatever, and he's a pretty cool dude. This team did quite well when we played with it, actually, surprisingly, because I thought at first it wasn't like the best structured team. But then again, you know, we just abandoned Dracozolt. We've already used that before. But what I like about this, it is sticky webs. And yeah, I suppose I could bring you, for example, a battle with this team. But this is going to be the next live, I suppose. This rain team. It has Dracofish. And I want to showcase more Pokemon for sure. We'll soon be doing building on stream live. And you could take part in that. And I usually stream, I'd say, at about, you know, later, I'd say in the evening of American time, so make sure, for me that's like early morning, and I suppose that is the best possible way for me to stream because I wake up at like 6 a.m. then I start stream at like 7 a.m. which is around like 10 p.m. Eastern, I think. Alright, TCL, that Eminer. It's interesting that he has a rain team, and I suppose this is Dry Skin Heliolisk, because it can be solar power or dry skin, which is pretty cool, so you can put it on either a sun team or a rain team. Mamoswine is interesting as well, so I suppose if we lead Rabombe, this isn't the worst, because we kind of do need the webs. And what is the defog? I forgot. Does Pelipper learn defog in this tier? I'm not so sure. Let me check, actually. Let me check. This is the because otherwise he doesn't have a defogger, and otherwise Pelipper, it should have it doesn't get defog. So there is no hazard removal on his team, so we absolutely want to get the webs up as early as possible, which would be nice. Okay, let's start off the timer. So he starts this thing, it's fine. We could even stun sport that thing, but I'm not gonna do that because he's probably gonna icicle crash and then ice shard me. That's fine, because we could have used the sash to like take a hit from Barraskewda, paralyze it and whatnot, but getting the webs up is actually going to be really good for us. So we just go for the webs. He goes for the ice crash, exactly. And now he's definitely ice sharding, so I'm actually going to go Rotom. I'm going to preserve the Rambabe for now. I don't think he exactly ice shard, red like a motherfucker. I think this has to be sash. I want to see with Volt Switch, but in case he stays in he definitely switches. Shit, I misplayed. Okay, now we get the sash, which isn't bad because he's locked into Choice Scarf. I would have preferred to trick the Rotom, to be fair. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to trick on the switch to Ferrothorn. Yep, okay, let's get rid of his potential lefties. Give him a focus sash, so make it pretty much almost useless. Now he's gonna go for most likely, I think he's just gonna go, okay, we have the Conkeldurr, so I think I'll actually switch into Conkeldurr, because he doesn't have a switch into Conkeldurr, which is pretty important. And we are kind of walled by Pelipper though, which is the problem. But we could, if we Volt Switch, we could also defog, then if we bring in Rabombe, we could Sticky Web again, but I don't want to get rid of my own Sticky Web. So what I'm thinking here is maybe I do just Volt Switch into Conkeldurr. I don't care about the rocks too much. Okay, Rabombe wasn't the most important member of this team anyway. Like, what does it do? Just, if you know, revenge is something, but probably not even. So what we do, we go into Conkeldurr. He probably goes for the spikes here, trying to get some hazards up. Leech Seeds even, which is interesting. Leech Seeds, and now he's going to bring in the Pelipper for sure. So I think we just go into Dracozolt. This is where we make an aggressive play and go into our banded Dracozolt. He either protects here. If he protects, we can go for Fire Fang. Oh, we don't have Fire Fang. What? Dude, we need to get rid of Earthquake, actually. I didn't even see that, Otis. But we definitely need Fire Fang. No, this is not the team. This is a little bit of a problem, because I was sure we have Fire Fang. This would have changed a lot, because now he just... protects. But this is gonna be a bit of a problem now. Yeah, this is why I wanted to trick at the Scarf. But that's okay, let me go Aegislash now. We'll go Aegislash, we'll threaten it out. He Leech Seeds actually, knowing I would protect. So he's gonna protect here. I'm just gonna sag the Rabombe at this point. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna sag the Rabombe. And he goes for Spikes. He makes a very good play. Okay, he's kinda outplaying me, I gotta say. I gotta give him that. But I'll go Conkeldurr here. And I close combat on his Protect. I don't care. I close combat on his Protect. We take the burn damage, that's fine. And then I'll close combat on the... Okay, he just decides to give me Pelipper. This is gonna do a lot to Pelipper regardless. This does 39. That is quite a bit. Which is pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good, but we're definitely slower. Now I go back into Rotom. Actually, or do I bring Dracozolt? Yeah, I think I go back into Rotom. I cannot defog. Maybe I do have to defog at some point. Hurricane, is that Specs? That's looking to be Specs. That's looking to be Specs. This Leech Seed Ferrothorn is a big ass problem to me. I'm just gonna Volt Switch on the Ferrothorn again. Because he won't be able to take another close combat. I'm gonna go Conkeldurr. I know we're taking rocks and spikes. And this is one of our only ways of killing Mamoswine. Mamoswine can actually Ice Shard sweep us. Yeah, I think Mamoswine now sweeps us because we need Rotom to be able to deal with Mamoswine. I'm just gonna close combat. I could have Dynamaxed and close combated, but we definitely do not Dynamax here. I'm just gonna close combat again. He has to either pick a sack because Pelipper dies to a Mach Punch after, but I'm gonna be very slow. Not slow, I mean low. Okay, he decides to give me the Ferrothorn, which is actually good. But the thing is, I lose an answer to like Heliolisk and Mamoswine, because now he can just go Mamoswine. He knows I won't. Actually, he goes Barraskewda, which is phenomenal because we get a Mach Punch off on Barraskewda. Does he have Aqua Jet? Unless he has Aqua Jet, this is definitely a misplay. And he gives me so much damage on Barraskewda. Perfect. So the thing is, he's Life Orb as well. He should have gone Mamoswine and just Ice Sharded me, knowing that I don't switch out on these hazards. And I go into Rotom because Rotom definitely outspeeds. Rotom can now just freely Volt Switch on anything. Like, if he goes Mamoswine, the next turn I just Hydro Pump in the rain. What we also have, you know, we got rid of its Sash. This is definitely a misplay from him. We also will get some lefties, so he either sacks the Barraskewda, takes a lot of damage on anything unless that's Heliolisk. Heliolisk could be his play. He decides to Dynamax. Bro, what is wrong with you? Max Mindstorm. Oh yeah, because it's Swift Swim. It outspeeds us. Of course, man. Ugh. We're not Scarf anymore. That's what... what am I doing? Okay, I lost my answer to Mamoswine. I think we just lose right now. We still didn't use the... we still have not used the Dynamax, which is pretty good. 372. Yeah, it's faster than everything. One more rain turn left. Yeah, we need to go Dracozolt. I think I lose to Mamoswine at this point, unfortunately. But this is Scarf Mamoswine though, as well. Yeah, if only we had Fire Fang. Yeah, that's about it. Because I go Dragapult as he brings in Mamoswine and just wins. Ice Shard would annihilate my... Okay, he goes Pelipper. Okay. So he goes Pelipper. I have to Dynamax here. Actually, Shadow Ball will probably KO this thing. Yeah, it does KO. But I have to Dynamax here. Well, I'm thinking what to do. This isn't the worst, because we Dynamax and we max Wormint. It should do a lot, maybe even kill. It doesn't necessarily kill, which is really bad, because it means that we actually still live an Ice Shard from this range. He dies to Life Orb, which is perfect. We definitely live. I know this for a fact, because from full it does like, I think about 90%. So we should definitely take this hit. I'm gonna max Wormint as well. It's gonna lower its attack. Lower its attack. And you see, we live this. And he absolutely... Yeah, now he has only like 2 plays pretty much. Yeah, I think we win. We barely win this, honestly. Dynamax is just... Because Dynamax is just broken. I was thinking what to do. So now, since he's Scarfed, he either has to sack his Inteleon at this point and then come back and Ice Shard, but then he's locked into Ice Shard, he loses to Aegislash. Or he lets this thing die and then we're faster than Inteleon, even without Dynamax. Then we could just Shadow Ball and we definitely probably not kill, but this is pretty weak in terms of like pretty frail, and we actually do kill. Perfect. His name is Cooler Gren, but it's not Cooler Gren. Good, good. Nice, nice. We're actually over 1500. That's not a lot, but considering that I've been quite low ladder in the recent games, in the recent lives that I've posted, we kind of climbed a little bit on the stream. So that was an intense one. That was very interesting. You see that I kind of stopped talking too much towards the end game because I was just thinking that, what's it called? I was just trying to think of how to end this game better. You know, and what do you want? Oh, you little kitty. Come here, come here. Oh shit, what are you doing? You're destroying everything. My little kitten, it's already not that little, as you can see. Quite big, quite huge. So cute. Still cute. Shit, son. Okay, look. He started the timer. Interesting team he has, but I think it should be fine. I presume that's Grimmsnarl lead. I presume that will be Grimmsnarl lead. In this case, we just start off with the Rabombe. I'll explain why. Because if he tries to... There's Darmanitan and Galar, which is interesting. We'll see now if it's Scarfed or not. We'll understand that now, if it's Scarfed or not. If it's Scarfed, it might just U-turn. I'm just gonna Stun Spore. And it's not Scarfed. So we understand that it's Bandit. We get this thing Stun Spore, which is great. Now I will go for the Sticky Web. I don't want it to get core changed. That's the only problem I have. We don't really need the Sticky Web against this team because the only thing that is fast, we already paralyzed it. As you can see, Cinderace is not that big of a problem. I think Rotom kind of deals with it. Dragapult outspeeds it as well. Even though, you know, the Dragapult is modest to utilize the Sticky Webs. The rest is not needed against the Sticky Web because Ditto copies all the stats anyway. So that's my thought process right here. I do believe I can just Moonblast for free, get damage on the Darmanitan, which is great, and it gets Parrot. Awesome, my guy. So I just Moonblast again. We kill the Darmanitan, which is phenomenal because that is such a great threat. Amazing, amazing. We'll take that for sure. So he goes into this. He might just Sticky Web. If he does that, I'm gonna Sticky Web myself. No, he decides to lock himself into Moonblast, kill me, which is fine. I really do not care. I'm just gonna go Aegislash. He's locked into this shit. He doesn't have a good Aegislash switch in. The only thing that could switch in on the Aegislash might be Hydreigon. This is why I want to make a risky play. There's no way you go Jellicent here. I want to make a risky play in close combat. Okay. Let's get it, boy. And we get rid of the Hydreigon. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's lefties as well. I'm going to switch. Because the thing is, he either Dark Pulses, or Nasty Plots. There is no other play he makes. So we go Conkeldurr, get our Orb. Yeah, exactly. Take nothing. Get our Orb. And now he's going to switch, fearing the Mach Punch. There is no way he doesn't do that. Making very risky plays. You see, I'm using moves that are kind of non-effective against the Pokemon that come out. But Jellicent takes a lot. His only play is to like recover here. So I think we just bring in Dracozolt. There's no way. Nobody ever goes for... Nobody ever goes for like a burn move. We could also bring in Dragapult. I'm thinking because Hydreigon is really low already. Or do we go Aegislash? No, we go Dracozolt. The thing is, I don't want him to go into his own Ditto. That is why I'm going to just Bold Beak, knowing he would stay in. Exactly, he's just... These kids, man, it's just so easy to predict those kids. Yeah, he decided to just forfeit. Decide this. Okay, look, the thing is, it's a very cool team. You see that it's a cool team. It has a lot of options. But the thing is, I do kind of need to do something. So I'm going to end this here. Based on the time, we could have gone for like one more. But I don't like to make it more than like 20 minutes. And the next game could have been a lot longer for sure. if you enjoy this team, I will definitely bring you another game of this team. Shoutouts to Otis for this team. This team is really cool. As you can see, this battle, we just annihilated this dude with the plays that we made. The first game was definitely closer and was still an enjoyable one. I appreciate you coming through. I'm Mefesto.